Well, good morning. Here we are. It is Friday, October 2nd. And we've got a stellar moon phase this weekend for hunting. So I was planning on hunting this evening. I took today off and was actually enrolled for some CME courses this morning. And I figured I might as well just do those from the tree. Put an AirPod in and listen from the tree. The reason I'm doing that is I got to look in at the weather yesterday, and we had a major cold front last night. It feels like 31 degrees this morning at 4 a.m. here, and that's a good 20 degrees lower than it has been recently in the morning. So I thought I would go ahead and get back in this property, and I'm going to go back to that same area I was in 2 or 3 weeks ago, where the buck walked under my tree too early. And this time I'm going to the same area with the same thought of, I think with it being colder, they're going to come in off of what I saw was just cut beans later, and they're going to maybe stay on their feet a little bit later, waiting for it to warm up just a touch before they go to bed. So that's the hope. That's why we're going for broke this morning. Got the blessing from my wife, which is amazing, and really hoping to get it done this morning. If not, we're going to head home and help a friend do some work, and then try to get back out this afternoon. And this afternoon the wind shifts from this north 2-mile-an-hour wind this morning to 10 mile an hour out of the south this evening. So I'll be going to a different part of the same property that I have not been hunting yet. I've been waiting for the right wind and the right time, and now with the cut beans, I'm going to be heading down there. It's just a little tree peninsula, but I'll cover that more this afternoon if we need it. Let's hope we don't need it. I'm really hoping to get it done this morning here in the cold. Be testing out the Sitka layers for the first time today and seeing if it keeps me warm. So, drink some coffee on the way, and I'll check in from the tree. That's pretty dang cool. I mean, I'm pretty good at hiding this tree. They're not far from me. Too bad we're not turkey hunting. They could very well just come walking by, hopefully down here in this space. But for now, I better get back to watching and listening for deer. I feel really good about all those turkeys still being in their roost. I think if anything, that would let the deer know it's safe in here. Since I didn't bump them all out of the roost and they stayed up there till they were ready to come down. So, let's see if we can get us a deer now. There's just no deer activity after that buck was standing just right back here, about 27, 28 yards, 10 minutes before legal. You know, I couldn't make out his headgear, but he had a big old body, short legs, sagging quite a bit. It had to be a mature buck. So headgear wouldn't have really mattered at that point. Mature buck would have gone down. There's some scrapes right back here, 10 or 15 yards from me. I think he was making his way down to there. And like I said, I didn't move. He's upwind. If there is any wind, he's upwind right there from what I was seeing on the thermals. So I don't know what caused him to back out, but he decided to back out. And I came in from this other direction, so I haven't walked over there at all. But he decided to back out, and I think he went to this tall grass up here on the plateau on the adjacent property. I tried to stay in here as long as I could, because I thought for sure he would still come back and hit those scrapes and make his way north toward where they normally bed. I never heard anything, and I would hear anything that happens in here. It's so covered in leaves and so quiet. So he either is still back in there, or he went out of the timber and skirted me in the tall grass alongside the timber on the adjacent property. So I just don't think he came through the timber at all. I would have heard him. But it's still early season. I'm not going to go crazy and try to sit here all day. I'm going to get home and help out with those cows. And then either come back tonight, depending on what time we get done with cows, or come back tomorrow night. As the weather looks the same both nights, the moon phase is the same, I'd be going to the same spot either night. So we'll see. We'll see how the cows go and what my wife thinks as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing those turkeys. That was pretty fun at least. And you know, this is the fourth sit for the year, and I've seen bucks 3 times. 2 times in this spot. I've been on them with that mature buck. I'm sure it was that same one. Just need to catch him. I've got a few rolling here. I need to catch him. I need to go home and figure out how I'm going to catch him before we get into the rut and he goes crazy. Right on him. Right on him. Anyway, thanks guys. Stay tuned for this evening or tomorrow evening. Keep those traditions alive.